Hi, I'm Paul Pasulka, Ivy Masters Learning Center and ivymasters.com. And today we're going to look at Test 1, Section 1, Number 1. Shout out to my Monday and Tuesday 6 to 8 classes. Questions for you. Which choice best describes what happens in the passage? Very general question, main idea type question. If you've annotated as you've read, you're probably in a very good position to answer this question efficiently. We are going to do a lot of reading in order to get this question. Because we want to see why the wrong answers are wrong and why the right answer is right. So answer choice A, one character argues with another character who intrudes on her home. Notice, intrudes, argues, we're going to investigate those. Let's first see if, usually an intruder is someone with criminal intent. By the way, always read the blurb. Chi and her family, Chi and her daughter Naomi are members of the House of Fuji, a noble family, is important in the blurb. This is in Japan in 1920, so you could expect the culture and time to be different. We get the relationship of the characters. That could be important. So, what plays into this answer? He came on a winter's eve. He pounded on the door while the cold rain beat on the shuttered veranda. So, at first, Chi thought him only the wind. So, you would not expect someone to knock on the door if they are an intruder. The maid knew better. Chi heard her soft scuttling footsteps, the creak of the door. Then the maid brought the calling card to the drawing room for Chi. Chi was reluctant to go to her guest. Perhaps she was feeling cozy. She and Naomi were reading at the low table atop a charcoal brazier. A thick quilt spread over the sides of the table so the legs were tucked in with the heat. "Who is it at this hour in this weather?" Chi questioned as she picked a name card off the maid's lacquer tray. "Shinoda Akira, Kobe Dental College," she read. Naomi recognized the name. Chi heard a soft intake of air. "I think you should go," said Naomi. Akira was waiting in the entry, so Trudeau doesn't wait. He was in his early 20s, slim and serious, wearing the black military-style uniform of a student. As he bowed, his hands hanging straight down, a black cap in one, a yellow oil paper umbrella in the other, Chi glanced beyond him in the glistening surface of the courtyard's rain-drenched paving stones. She saw the reflection like a dark double. "Madame," said Akira, "forgive my disruption." And he seems very polite for an intruder. So, definitely not an intruder. Do they argue? So, if we're going to see, they don't wind up arguing either throughout the passage. We're not going to go there now, but you can see he's not an intruder. Answer choice A is wrong. Answer choice B. One character receives a surprising request from another character. Let's investigate. We're going to skip some lines over here, and we'll pick up in line 39. Akira says, "I don't want to trouble you. Normally, I would approach you more properly, but I've received word for a position. I have an opportunity to go to America as a dentist for Seattle's Japanese community." "Congratulations," she said with amusement. "That is an opportunity, I'm sure. But how am I involved?" She doesn't know what he's there for. Even noting Naomi's breathless reaction to the name card, she had no idea. She had no idea. Akira's message, delivered like a formal speech, filled her with maternal amusement. You know how children speak so earnestly, so hurriedly, so endearingly about things that have no importance in an adult's mind. That's how she viewed him as a child. It was how she viewed Naomi. Even though Naomi was 18 and training endlessly in the arts, needed to make a good marriage, she had made no efforts to find her husband. Akira blushed. "Depending on your response, I may stay in Japan. I've come to ask for Naomi's hand." Suddenly, Chi felt the dampness of the night. "Does Naomi know anything of your ambitions?" And Akira assures her, "We have an understanding." Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so one character, Chi, receives a surprising request. "I've come to ask for Naomi's hand." Why doesn't he ask for her foot? Well, it's a marriage proposal. That's a surprising request from another character, from Akira. We know it's surprising because she doesn't know what him having an opportunity to go to America to be a dentist has anything to do with her. And she also does not know if Naomi knows anything of her ambition. So it looks like answer choice B is correct. We'll, as quickly as possible, see why it's not C. One character reminisces about the choices she's made over the years. So if that were the correct answer, what we'd get is we'd get Chi's perspective, and it would have to be flashback. And you can see even in the very end of this, we do not get, let's see over here. This is Chi talking to her daughter Naomi. Where did you meet such a fellow? Imagine, he thinks he can marry the Fuji heir and take her to America all in the snap of his fingers. Chi waited for Naomi's ripe laughter. Naomi was silent. She stood a full half-minute looking straight into Chi's eyes. Finally, she spoke. I met him at a literary meeting. Naomi turned to go back into the house, then stopped. Mother? And then Mother, Chi, says yes. And then Naomi says, I mean to have him. She wants to marry him. So none of it is flashback. It's all in real time. We get Chi's reaction there. There is a little bit of flashback, but from Akira's perspective, just in the first paragraph, but that's another story. Answer choice D. One character criticizes another character for pursuing an unexpected course of action. So there would have to be someone criticizing Akira for pursuing the unexpected course of action, what might be considered unexpected, him proposing or asking Chi for Naomi's hand in marriage, but no one says, hey, that was a bad idea, Akira. He knows that Chi's reaction isn't great when she's not like, welcome to the family. She's like, does Naomi know anything of your ambitions? But we see no criticism there. Those are actually the last words that Chi speaks to Akira in this passage. Thank you for joining us today. If you like this video, click like. You can share it with someone who has trouble with main idea questions on SAT or literature questions. If there's any question you'd like to see answered from any official PSAT or SAT or ACT, leave that in the comments. I'd be happy to shoot a video on it. And click subscribe so you don't miss anything. Have a great day.